And we're back with episode 16 of my journey to 10k rating. Sitting at 9800 rating, 200 to go till the challenge is complete. Been grinding this Easter weekend with a pretty cool Naga game coming up, so I hope you enjoy. My name's Choo Choos. I've spent over 10 years competing in League of Legends professionally around the world. Now, as a full-time corporate rat, I want to figure out how to climb games as efficiently as possible. Follow my journey as I reach for the top 1% across multiple titles. So Easter weekend, a lot of spare time from work, managed to knock out a good amount of games, instantly take Xeric, the cloning master. The portal this one is twisting hourglass or something of that, which makes you able to carry your Chronum over to the next time warp. Most of the time I end up spending 2 in both major and minor. Don't think this portal has too much sway, but I do hope you've all had a good Easter weekend, a good break. We are sitting at 9800 in this game. As of the recording, this is the new patch, which came out just the same weekend as Easter weekend. So I don't think I even read the patch notes, which I probably should have done that. I kind of just logged in and then instantly queued up, and then realized half the cards at different costs. But not to say the least, the fundamentals of how to play this game are the same. So with Xeric, there's not really a right or wrong way, I think, to play him. You can clone something early on to get a lot of value, or you can hold on to it if you're strong enough. It's pretty astounding how the small decisions in this kind of game really influence the difference from 8k to 9k to 10k. I remember starting this challenge at 7k, and I think it was around the mid-8s that I started to have a lot of trouble. I think I dropped back down to 78. So, like, for example, I don't buy anything here. I instantly level to tier 4. Kind of makes the most sense. I stayed on tier 1 because I found the double demon build. Felt strong enough to win all my rounds. We'll probably take 10 this next one, but that is a trade-off I'm willing to do. First time warp, don't get the best options. I'm a big fan of Evolving Tavern, and look at that. So we do pocket the rest of our Chronum. This is a pretty big shop. I'll probably buy out the entire shop. Oh, I won't? Okay. I think that was a mistake. I probably could have bought the 2 Nagas and the Pirate. Played Reborn and 1 and then buffed the Pirate to a 6/4. You never feel great. What am I rolling for? I'm probably rolling for Pirate Money, Deep Blue. Blazer isn't that good this game. Or Plankwalker. There's a lot of really good forecasts, but if you're at 8 gold and you have the option to buy 3 minions because you can sell your 2/1 Naga, something like that, you can't go wrong when you get a shop that has that much value in it. Evolving Tavern is probably my favorite 1-cost spells. Makes the game so straightforward. Find Nest Matron, but I don't have that much summon value. I'm probably going to roll because I'm looking to evolve, and there we go. So there's 2 tier 4s, that'll do. We find Carapace and gold. Not good enough, so I'm going to go again. Okay. So there's quite a bit of value here. We get the Pirate and the Undead, which we really want to proc. It's a good thing we're reborning our Naga. So I should be getting some econ value now. And then I'm trying to figure out, should I just clone my Undead unit? Don't think I want to. I think I should be strong enough. So this guy is quite strong. Okay, that's a really good card to get, actually. So we're taking 10 again. I wonder if I level here. See, this is a hard spot because I would really want to level here. I've got 2 coins. Titus is probably good enough to get here. I'm getting double party tea set enthusiast, his spell, which is giving my board a lot of stats. If I manage to draw next round, I'll have 2 evolving taverns with a Titus already. Could play demons, Lord of Ruins, old fashioned. Could play an undead board. A lot of options I can go from here. But as you probably figured from the thumbnail, we end up in a Naga board. Geist. God. You know me, I love my spell power. I also have the extra chronum. And then I take Evolving Tavern. Or Time Warped Minion, get a 30/30, 6 cost. I'm rolling here for more 5 choices. I find Bat, but my shop is really weak, so I don't think I take it. I find Bat again. You can see I'm looking for Undead. I think I'm playing Carapace, right? I'm not finding Carapace. I find Reborn, which is really good value here. Probably should have used this first before I... And then I find a 3rd Bat. And then I'm like, okay, I'm taking Bat. And then I find... There you go. So then I find Shadow Dancer. With Titus, with Bat, with Timewarped Geist, with Party Enthusiast. So it's a bit wacky, the board we have, but... You know, you... Should I copy something? True. I didn't even think. I still have copy. I could copy Shadow Dancer, but I think the best play here is I find another Titus, and then I probably copy Titus so that I'm getting more value out of my Geist and more spells from Shadow Dancer. It's a bit of a learning curve for me because whenever I get Geist, I'd almost always be thinking about Carapace. Wow, I'm very favored to lose this one. Wait, do we draw? Oh, nice. Pretty lucky, actually. We drew that one. Okay, so now I've got about 13 gold. Probably just looking for another Titus or another Bat. Ooh, end of turn spells? Fauna? Yeah, yeah, okay. That's our board. Fauna, Time Warped Geist, the Party Enthusiast actually paid off. It looks like we're committing to it. What am I doing here? I'm rolling. Why am I rolling? Because I'm eating 3 things, but I guess I'm trying to find value to buff. Oh, and then I'm tempted to use my cloning here. God, I really want to clone for Golden Titus, because then I'm getting an... Oh, okay, so I'm committing to this now. Probably because if I lose a round here, I'm 1 step away from losing. I wonder how big we are compared to everyone else. Oh, okay. This guy has nothing to summon, but he has Golden Stitch. And then we just one-shot his Titus. Looks like our Geist isn't going to die versus this guy. Oh yeah, buy the 2-cost spell. Evolve that, look for Titus. Nah, nothing we want. Don't have any money this game. This is purely, we're using the 10 gold we have to try and find what we can. I do find... Oh, I don't know if I want to take it though. I think I just want... Taunt, okay. So we're just buffing the shop. Yeah, using Cloning Gallery on the Party Enthusiast. I'm not sure. You may have disagreed with using it. A lot of my climb has come down to playing for every fight, particularly when we can take 15 damage. If I took 15 in that round, I'm sitting at 11 HP. All of a sudden, I just get RNG matchmakes against the 2 strongest people. The game's over, so can't be too greedy. The only way for me to really outscale Golden Brand is probably to play the Naga with Poison and put them at the end. Find Taunt, finally for my Geist. If my Geist had been proccing every time with my Titus, maybe I was on... maybe I could have outscaled him. There's a pair, there's a Shadow Dancer, there's also money. Don't think I can afford to play the money, unfortunately. There's nothing I can sell. I also should have played those first. You always love that. Love to get overconfidence when you're versing the shadow or the dead people. Usually the best way to play this board is with end of turn. Shikari, the 6-cost dragon, but I've got a bit of a makeshift board. I've got like the budget version of it. Our shop is getting quite big. Okay, so we're into top 4. Versing Ticketus. Looks like I'm just trying to find Goldens the old-fashioned way. A lot of 5 costs there. Okay, we find... I think I would for sure do this. I'm holding 2 pairs of tier 6s. The chances I can golden one of them should be pretty high. Although the downside is I won't have another all-type to buff for the shop. But also just getting these stats combined to make a 900. That's also quite a lot. So we do get lucky. We find Fellbat. So and all of a sudden, this is a pretty big spike. And then I'm going to buff my shop again. And then I'll probably play Shadow Dancer, right? 23 or Shadow Dancer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, selling... What am I eating? I'm eating with 3 demons, so there's a fair bit of value I'm not getting. And I do need to think about getting out of scaling my undead. But because I'm at 11 HP, my undead is a lot stronger than my Shadow Dancer. So I'm versing a pirate player. And then the guy winning is a demon player. Which I'm kind of curious what he's playing, considering I have all the bats. And I've also found Fauna. This guy might be playing Lord of Ruins. So there you go. Because my Geist dies, He will go again. I'll get that value. And then my Shadow Dancer should die. That thing has... Okay, there we go. Perfect. So it should be 2. Okay, so it's me versus the other demon player. I don't know what this guy's playing. I have no idea. Buff the shop for 2 gold. Yep, 2 5 costs. We'll level. Find an amalgamation, but no, nothing that can help us. Yeah, the Naga seems like a good buy. I don't know what I get out of. I probably get out of the Geist here. I forgot to play the things to buff my shop, but I need 3 spells regardless. Drakari. I think Drakari is probably better than Titus here. I just can't afford it. I can't afford it, can I? No, I can't. I can't afford it. I think I would... I'm going to eat it, though. I'm going to eat it. Just because I don't... If this is a battle of stats, if this guy is a demon player, end of turn matters a bit more than Drakari, than Death Rattle here. So I am. I'm going to full sell, play 5 minions. So now I will eat the entire shop. I've only got 3 demons. But my Fauna will proc twice. I think that's the right play. It's the thing I love about Hearthstone is you get in these tight spots where you have to weigh up how much combat power versus what do I think this other guy's got. He's a demon board, so I haven't seen a single Lord of Ruins, so I'm assuming he's a Lord of Ruins build. So it is a Lord of Ruins build. And that's why I couldn't go on Titus. This guy has all the Tituses. Can't tell what the result is at the top. It's struggling to figure that out. He also is Drekthar, I think. So he's summoning his... God. Am I dead? I remember I got a lot of LP this game, but I don't actually remember if I won. Okay. I'm at 1 HP. And he had 1 minion left with 2 to 3k HP. But what do I need? I think I need to find Leroy. Divine Shield is big. Also is the poison. Why am I rolling? Oh my... Oh, I don't care about the Divine Shield because it's gonna break. What am I... Yeah. Okay, I am smarter in the game than I am watching it. So I buy the buff my spells. I'm also eating another unit. I probably could have bought the Naga and put the Naga at the very end. Because I'd buff the Naga enough that it wouldn't die. But I also like this because I'm eating essentially a 300-300. Which is becoming a 600-600 on a demon. So that demon on my far left should become a 1k unit. A 1k unit. This is a really good shop not to reroll as well. I've got the 2 gold, but these are all minion types. So everything will get buffed. And everything will get eaten. So here we go. Probably the final fight. The demon actually grew to a 1.4, 1.4. And my amalgamation is 5.5k. You would think this... I think this isn't close, actually. Because the only stats he's gaining is that, that unit on the far left. Yeah, it shouldn't be close. My Shadow Dancer is 3.8k attack. Should be able to one-shot, or at least take 2 hits from that 4 cost. And there we go. That should put us in the final stretch. No, not the final stretch, but almost there. Thanks for watching.